So how's T2 APAC League going? Having a good time out there?
Yeah, it's gone well so far. I had a bit of a tough start. Quite a difficult draw for me in the first few matches. Playing against, I think it was Tibhar, Samsonov and Matthias Carlsen, who's been playing really well recently. But yeah, I think it's a really interesting project and good to be a part of it. I think it's showing a little bit more different side of table tennis and trying to get the excitement, and especially with a few different rule changes and no middle line and the time restrictions and things. So it's I think it's going really well, and personally I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. How do you find it in comparison to, let's say, a world tour? Do you like it without the line on the table and the way it's set up? Would you prefer that style, or is it just a cool element to be part of?
I think it's good to have the different setups and the different styles of things, and like the middle line, when it wasn't there in the beginning, it was almost like, oh, what's this? But probably after 10 minutes of playing on the tables, you didn't really notice it anymore. It became almost natural. And then when we went from T2 to the Australian Open, oh, there's a middle line again, so it was a bit of a change again, but very quickly you can adapt to things like that. And I think it's really good to have the mix and the different things, and it keeps table tennis exciting.
Obviously on your team is Dmitry Otrov and Jankin. How are you finding, are you training with those guys when you're out there every day?
Yeah, so we've got Dmitry Otrov. I train with him a lot when we're out there, and actually our Chinese player switches depending on different rounds and things again, but it's really good to be playing with the top players. It's something over the last few years I've struggled to do. So now with a family at home and everything as well, I've got other priorities as well, so it's great to get out there pretty much once a month to practice with these top players and just be around them and play matches against them. I think it's really helped my game, and looking to the Commonwealth Games next year, I think it'll really help me for that.
Well, I think you're balancing things really well, because of course you beat Mr. Tani, so it shows that you're playing great table tennis, and to take out Mr. Tani is a big win.
Yeah, I was really happy with that one. Like I said, the first week in T2 I felt I struggled, but since then I've played well in Australian Open, and as you said, had some good wins, including one over Mitsutani in T2. And yeah, really, really good to be there. And again, I think the more I play against these top players sort of regularly, I will be beating them more often, and just sort of keeping my game at that level. And yeah, I think it's great for me, it's great for table tennis, and hopefully it keeps growing and keeps getting the viewers. And I think again it's really interesting, and yeah, really, I mean, as we spoke before, I think you said, oh, it looks great, it looks different, and so I think, yeah, it's hopefully a thing that's going to help table tennis push forward.
Yeah, I love it when the coach on the sideline, they're jumping in. Does that help you? Does that all give a big buzz out
there?
Yeah,
again, it's just something different. It's a little bit more like closer to the NBA and like the open court. You don't have the surrounds, and as you said, the coach can come right in during the towel breaks and different things. And yeah, I think it's really good. It creates a good atmosphere for the teams and the players on the court, and I think again that really comes across, because a lot of people have been saying, oh, I'm surprised how serious the players are. I think, of course we're serious. We love the sport. We have pride in ourselves. We've all worked hard. You want to go there and try and win every single match, and I think it's really coming across and showing in the quality of the table tennis. I think it's been amazing. It's the rallies, the matches, everything's been great. So far it's been really good, and hopefully it continues to keep growing.
Definitely. And lastly, a lot of players online are still a bit confused about how the rules are working. So there's a kill zone. How does that work exactly?
So it's 24 minutes time limit. You get, after the second set break, you have a minute of coaching, and the clock will stop. So during that, and each player has one timeout. If you call your timeout, the clock stops. That's the only 3 times the clock's going to stop during the game. And then say, for instance, if we're playing and it's 2-2, and then we finish the set, that 5th set, and the time is anything under 2 minutes left on the clock, then that's when you enter the kill zone.
Right, I see.
So, for instance, if we finish the set and there's only a minute left, and then you go back and get 15-30 seconds coaching from your coach, you come back, you've only got maybe 1 point.
Right.
So they're just trying to get rid of that. So if you finish that last set within the last 2 minutes of the time going, then it goes into the kill zone, which means no clock anymore. You just play to the first to get to 5 points, it wins the game. So it stops that just, coming back and playing 1 point after you've been coached to win the match. It's first to 5, so it gives the players and the fans something to really be sort of involved and excited about.
Nice, brilliant. And lastly, so you're still using the MXP?
Yeah.
Drinkhall Carbon, still enjoying it, that setup?
Yeah, really like it. I think it really suits my game. I use the Power Spin Carbon, which is the quickest one of my range, and yeah, I think all round together with the MXP, it gives me everything I need, a lot of control and a lot of spin, and it's a very, very quick setup. So for me, with my short, compact shots, I think it really works well. And as we've been speaking about T2 and things, I've been managing to get some good results. So, you know, I'm not going to be changing it for a while.
Exactly. I had so many people on Instagram the other day tell me, you know, the Drinkhall Carbon is amazing, I'm using it. I'm talking to a lot of people, so it's really good, must feel quite proud. And
yeah, it's great to see when I first spoke with Tibhar and they were saying, you know, we're thinking about bringing blades out and things, and then we were working on the blades together and the design and things, and yeah, it was really, again, really good, really proud for me to be a part of something like that. And yeah, to have your own blades. It's like you grow up and you play with the Primrax, the Samsonov blades. These, you know, they're really good to play with. And then all of a sudden, you know, now I'm playing. People look at my back and go, "Oh, it's the Paul Drinkhall." I'm like, yeah,
it's cool, isn't it?
And it is really cool. And you know, yeah, the range is getting bigger and bigger, and hopefully, I can keep continuing to get results and keep expanding the blades. And hopefully, one day I can have as many as Samsonov.
Exactly. Wish you best luck. Thanks, Paul.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, time. Cheers.